It has been known for some time that the United States military is the worst polluter in the entire world. Now, this also includes the U.S. Navy. Just recently, it was released that toxins or petroleum products from the U.S. Navy have been leaking into the water supply of Hawaii that has been making dozens and dozens of people on the island sick. It has finally been revealed that petroleum has been leaking from a U.S. naval base and has been poisoning not only Hawaiians, but U.S. Navy personnel as well. The contamination is occurring at Pearl Harbor, one of the most important Navy bases in the world, home to submarines, ships, and the commander of U.S. forces in the Indo-Pacific region. The danger is serious. The petroleum has been leaking into one of Honolulu's most important aquifers and water sources for Honolulu. Residents have been complaining of fuel-like smells coming from their water supply, as well as mysterious stomach cramps and nausea. Eventually, the Red Hill well was taken offline because it was the closest well to the affected housing areas. When the original complaint was filed with the U.S. Navy over this poisoning of water, or at least concerns that there was something wrong with the water, the U.S. Navy essentially just dismissed the concerns and ignored them. Initially, the commander of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickman stated that they were testing the water to look for any contaminants. They announced that their investigation turned up no immediate indication that the water wasn't safe. He then reminded the public that he and his staff were drinking the water. Despite this, the Navy had received calls about a fuel odor or physical ailments from 680 homes in the Navy housing and 270 in Army housing on the Navy's water systems. The department has started distributing water bottles and said Marines would set up showers and laundry facilities connected to clean water. Hawaii's Department of Health said that a sample of Navy tap water from an elementary school had tested positive for petroleum product. Now, eventually this was made public that the water actually was poisoned, and this had caused many people to claim that the Navy had actually attempted to cover this up by simply dismissing their complaints and saying that there was nothing wrong with the water, when very clearly new tests show that there has been. All they had to do was say, "We see there's a problem. We don't know what it is, and we're going to do whatever it takes to find out and fix it." That's all they had to do. And instead, we got, "Nope, looks good, smells fine, bye." It is still not fully known how the petroleum ended up in the water, but in late November, the Navy said water and fuel mixture had leaked into the fire suppression system drain line in a tunnel at a massive fuel storage facility 3 miles inland of Pearl Harbor. The Navy said that it had removed about 14,000 gallons or 53,000 liters of the mixture and said that the liquid hadn't leaked into the environment. Rear Admiral Blake Conserve, Pacific Fleet Deputy Commander, told a town hall meeting, "The Navy will flush clean water through its distribution system to clear residual petroleum products from the water, and will follow that procedure with testing to make sure the water meets Environmental Protection Agency drinking standards. The process could take 4 to 10 days, he said. The Navy also vowed to investigate how contaminants got into the well and prevent it from happening again, he said. Now, there has been previous problems with regards to the water supply in Hawaii. Previously, 27,000 gallons of some contaminant made it into the water supply for Hawaii in 2014. This caused serious outrage among environmentalists and local citizens, saying that this showed how very little the United States Navy cared about the people who live there. And what they're seeing now is only a continuation of that same problem. Hawaii Department of Health has cited the Navy for violations of Hawaiian water and issued an insignificant fine of $325,182. Failure to operate and maintain ongoing corrosion protection to metal components of the portion of the Navy's tank and piping that contained regulated substances and are in contact with the ground. Failure to perform line tightness testing of repaired piping before returning to service. Failure to perform an annual liquid tightness test on spill prevention equipment to prevent releases to the environment. Failure to perform an adequate visual walkthrough inspection of hydrant pits. Failure to maintain adequate release detection for 2 double-walled underground product recovery storage tanks. Now, this, of course, has been an issue of great concern for many people on the islands of Hawaii. This is bound very much with the entire independence struggle that has been going on in the last several decades with regards to Hawaii. Increasing number of Hawaiian people want to separate from the United States, feeling that they are not a part of the United States, but rather some kind of proxy which they control and do with whatever they want. They're just a cheap vacation place for Americans, and that their concerns are not taken seriously by the United States government. Not to mention the fact that the U.S. military does, in fact, occupy Hawaii without the permission of the people who live there. So this is all part of that larger struggle that's going on. And this, again, shows how little the U.S. military, in this case, the U.S. Navy, cares for the lives of the people that they occupy. And the Hawaiians are right to be outraged at this and are right to ask that the U.S. military or the U.S. Navy leave. But this is a grassroots organization to call for the U.S. to leave, and in no way connected to the government of Hawaii, which has simply been subservient to U.S. colonial interests. But this situation looks as though it may get worse before it gets better, because, as we have seen previously, the U.S. Navy does not care about the people, the Hawaiians, that they are harming. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.